So Dennis, there was a tweet recently saying that an NFT is like being the Foursquare mayor of a JPEG, and I found it a really interesting point of view. Now, what are your thoughts on NFTs? Do you see them as really valuable assets, or it's just hype?
I think it depends. I mean, there's a couple different types of NFTs, of course, right? There's like, there's artwork where like, hey, I'm an artist and I made something amazing and I will sell you a digital copy of it. And I think that stuff is, I think that's great. You get into things like the apes and the punks, which are, they're kind of like trinkets or garbage pail kids. I guess that maybe they count as art. I like what the apes are doing with, like, some of them you actually own the copyright and you can build your own little universe around that. I have one of the CryptoPunks and I have one as like a I feel like it's an important part of internet history. And that's kind of the one of the underlying themes of Web3 is that hey, you can own a piece of the internet. Like, yeah, I own this punk that's part of this stuff right now, right? I think I think the like NFTs as like DAO governance tokens are really interesting. Like, there's a bunch of DAOs that I sit in on, and I'm not super active in terms of decision making, but it's kind of fun to see how the sausage is made in terms of what are people voting on, what do people care about, what are the economics here, who's trying to acquire voting interest. I think that stuff's interesting. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff that will happen with DAOs in the future. So yeah, I'm a big believer in this idea that like NFTs are a new primitive on the internet, right? You can finally own something on the internet and transfer it to someone else. Like, I believe in that, and I believe that will unlock pretty interesting stuff in the near future.